Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and I'd like to welcome you back to a Whips, a Bits and Chat number 92. Right, so what have I got up for you today? Of course, I have got our video roundup. I have got Stitch of the Week info and some other bits and pieces that I've got to think about before I say them. Right, come on and let's go and watch. Right, so first up today, of course, is our video roundup. Yes, there wasn't as many videos as I really wanted to get out this week, but I did my best. I've got flu. It is flu. We're taking regular COVID tests every other day, and it's still saying it's clear. So, yeah, we've got flu. Ugh. But hey, it's not as bad as what it could be. Okay, so the first video I put out this week was Book Review Amigurumi Treasures Volume 2. Now, I absolutely love this book, as some of you know. I have made things from it, and there may also already be a video out that was labelled wrongly. But I couldn't find it when I was doing the throwback series. So I thought, oh dear, it looks like I might have missed it. So I redid it for you guys. So fingers crossed you haven't had a chance to see the original, if there was an original even made. Okay, our next video up this week was, of course, on Tuesday. It was our Stitch a Week. Now, this is going to be its regular time slot, as long as I can get it and get it uploaded in time. It will be released on Tuesdays. Okay, so it was the closed shell stitch, and I will show you that in a little bit. Next up, we had our daytime live. That was really lots of fun. It was lovely to have a couple of the girls pop over for a visit and a brew. I'm sorry, I had no choice. I called off the evening live on Thursday because my throat was sore and everything else was going wrong with me. So I thought it was safer to do that rather than sit here with a snotty nose and coughing up gold watches. Although it might have been profitable for me to cough up a gold watch, it certainly wouldn't have been fun for you lot to watch. Okay, so that was, of course, Thursday out the way. Then we had our Throwback Friday. And, of course, and now we've got our Whips, Bits and Chat. So let's go on to the second bit today. Now, links to all of the videos that I've spoken about today will be in the description box down below or up in that I button, depending on which way you want to go. Okay, so what have I been up to this week? Of course, I was sitting there coughing my head off. So I sat on my little program that I've got and made up a few more patterns, or at least the charts for the patterns. So I've now got some more winners only. What have I done to myself? But hey, I know I've got some collectors out there, so I'll just keep going. Yeah, so I made those earlier on in the week, and I haven't risked filming any more of the Stitch a Week videos. Luckily, I did 5 in my first batch, so it means that I've got 5 weeks covered, because the last thing I want to do is get halfway through a segment of stitching, of telling you what to do and then cough up a gold watch. So I'm going to leave off on that for the time being, because it's safer that way. I'll be back to it next week, don't panic. And as I said, there's already 5 loaded ready for you guys, and we've only worked through 2 of them so far, so that's another 3 for me in the bank, so we're safe for the time being. Okay, talking of the Stitcher Weeks, of course you guys all know that the first video went up, and that was for the cobblestone stitch. Okay, and then last week's one that went up, or the one that's just gone up, is for the closed shell stitch. There we go. Now yes, they are different size squares, don't panic. I have sussed it out. Sorry, I was about to use a TV reference then. I might as well do it. Don't panic, Mr. Mandarin, I've got it sussed. We will be editing the smaller squares to make them the same size as the largest square that we will make over this series. But as I haven't finished making a good load of them yet, I don't quite know what the size is going to be, but I do know how we're going to rectify it, so don't panic, Mr. Mandarin. Right, okay, so this week, of course, the next video out will be on Tuesday, and that is at 4 PM GMT. Okay, so join in, come on, it won't take you long to catch up, not by a long shot. Because, as I said, there's only the 2 squares. Now, I've been really lucky this week. I've had, of course, the 2 girls that had completed week 1. They've popped in with week 2. And we've also had a new girl join the photo fit. God, I really shouldn't call it that. But we've had a new girl come on in. And she's managed to play catch up, and she has sent 2 beautiful photos through of her cobble stitch and her crossed shell stitch squares. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop them up, and then and all the write up that she has sent me alongside it, I will pop alongside the image. So our knitting purple has chosen to start off with shades of blue. I can't wait to see what colour she chooses for her next square. Right, so the next square up is from thank you ever so much, Sarah, for carrying on and doing week 2. That stitch colour combination works beautiful together, doesn't it? Can't wait to see how you're going to tie these together. And up next is Sabrina's square. Let's see what colour she chose this week. Whoa, Nelly, that's bright. But I tell you what, Sabrina, it does make the stitches look really, really lovely. I thank you to all the girls that have sent photographs to me for this week's Whip Spits and Chat. Fingers crossed there'll be a couple more of you that fire them over for next week. Please remember to have them to me ideally by Friday morning in the Friday morning UK, because that's when I make these videos and edit them and put them all together and stuff. I might be able to sneak them in if they're not too late, but it will depend on what time I'm recording. Also, if you are sending them via email, could you please pop in your into your written message, can you please put in your channel name and ideally what hook and yarn if you know it. That way I can just copy that, paste it straight onto your photograph whilst I'm editing this video. It's going to make it a little bit easier for me if we get multiple more people joining in. At the moment I'm okay, I can handle the three of you, but once I get to about 5 or 6, you know what my brain cell's like, it's just gonna explode. I'm so antsy at the moment. I spoke to my postman yesterday. He tipped up with a parcel for my daughter, and I'm looking at him and I'm going, mate, I'm waiting for a package. What is going on? And he's turned around and said that our local delivering and sorting, well, our local sorting office are low of staff again. And it means that letters didn't go out for 3 days this week. And guess who's waiting on a decent size envelope? So fingers crossed it will be with me today or tomorrow. That's why I keep looking over at the window every time I hear a car or van go past, in the hopes that he's found it for me, turned up, and he'll be at the door going da da da, because my postman and post ladies here are an absolute dream. They are such a good giggle. Even so much so that I said to him the other day, I said, if I bribe you with a woolly hat, I must admit it was foggy and you could barely see 2 foot in front of you. I said to him, if I bribe you with a woolly hat, would you be in one of my videos? He's standing there in a pair of shorts going, yeah, right then, love, I'll do that for you, girl. Oh, he had me in stitches, but he had to leg it because he had an entire postman pat van full of packages to get out. And as he said, he still had at least 2 more van loads of letters to get through as well. There was no chance he was going to be able to do that all in the same day. So fingers crossed the package I'm waiting for will turn up soon. Because I've got 2. I've got my hooks and I got a magazine. Come on, I want my Christmas magazine. Okay, so now up to the crochet news. I haven't done a great deal of crocheting. Well, I have, but it's not many projects. It's just bits here and bits there, isn't it? So the first one up is me having a play around with this yarn here. It is the Yarnspirations Carlton Simply Soft. Okay, yeah, it looks bad. There's been a lot of frogging involved in this project so far. Now, I picked this one up off the shelf because I had a brainwave. Well, if you can call it that. I just got hold of the cobblestone stitch. I upped my chain and I started making a square, because what I wanted to do is test the theory of how we were going to upsize the cobblestone square to make sure it fits the blanket that we're making if you're joining in on the Stitch a Week. I've done that. I know where I'm going. We're sorted. Okay, but as I was playing, I came out with another idea and I started working off of that idea, but that idea didn't pan out. So of course I've stripped it back, and I actually stripped back 3 times this size. Now I'm back to working on it again, working on a new idea, still using the cobblestone, and hopefully I'll be able to show you a bit more of that next week. The other item that I made, of course, is well, not made, I'm making, is my corner to corner blanket. Now this is a new one that will be getting released over on the Ravelry store. Yeah, Ravelry store, rather than as a part work on the channel, because it is far too big. I'd already done it up to row 50, what was it, 59 and in corner to corner standard, and then stripped the whole thing back and started again, and have now and are now doing it in the corner to corner mini stitch instead. Now I ran out of beige on row 59. I've just added in my second ball now and I'm on row 72, so I didn't do too badly and I gained a few extra rows out of the yarns that I had. Right, so let's show you this. This was folded up lovely a minute ago, but it turned out the box had pressed pause on my keyboard. So I'm re-recording this bit. Right, okay, so let's get it out and show you somehow. I'm not going to show you it all. I'm just going to tease you. Okay, total tease. But there you go. There are some of the colourways. And I think you might be able to work out that that is an eyeball directly in the middle of the screen. But I'm loving the way that these colours that I've chosen have worked. And it's really making the blanket pop. I can't wait to finish it. But of course, I've got to get past row 78 before I turn a corner. So I've got a bit of a way to go. But once I get past that corner, yes, I will be raving about it. And every row will be a bit quicker, won't it? Because there will be one less square. And then once it's finished, I can show you it all on a decent Sunday video. oh, something else I did do this week was I had a play with the gift that Big Sis sent me. Oh, not sent me, sorry, that gave me when we popped up for a visit on New Year's. And that is the Saks card embossing cutting machine-y thingy. Okay, so yeah, you can tell the brain's starting to shut down. It's gone past midday here. Right, so basically it's a machine where I put in what are called dies, which are these things here, these little metal things, and you layer it with some paper underneath and some plastic on these big chunky plastic things, and you whiz it through the machine, and it goes crank, crash, ballop, bang and wallop, and then you crank it the other way and it goes crash, bang, wallop, and when you separate all the layers it ends up cutting out the paper basically for you. Really lazy and no need for scissors. Now what I did was I had a play with some of the cards and stuff that I've got. Now hold on, let's get the cutter out and put it round the right way so that you can see it properly. Right, so I'm trying to keep everything in the appropriate bags. Right, so this was the cutter, and if you look quite closely there you can see the sharp edges on the silver, and then this is what I cut out. Oh, she says trying to hold it against it. There we go. How cute is that? Now I have done quite a few different ones. I've got a couple of the bows. I had a go with the what are they called, snow globe. There's my snow globe. Is it going to focus in? Yep. Look at that, isn't that cute? Sorry, I've left the extra bits of card. I've put them in the packet because I had an idea that I could use those for a mosaic image at a later point when I've got 50 million of them. I've also had a go with, yeah, completely out of season, but Merry Christmas on a green sparkly. What else is there? Some more bits and pieces and lots of little hearts. So yeah, I had a fun playing with that. I wasn't doing it for too long. It was only about 15-20 minutes just to see if I could get the thing to work and understand how I was doing it. And now I've got to work out what I'm going to do with them. I do have some cardstock and stuff like that, but it's the whole licking, the gluing and sticking, and guess who didn't buy any glue when she went to the shop? All I got was the dies and the card, wasn't it? Nothing else. So yeah, that's going to have to wait a little while, but it's going to be fun and making different bits and pieces up. I've got an idea and I'm hunting out some more dies at the moment, so that I can carry on with the idea that I've got in mind. Fingers crossed I can find what I need. If anybody in the UK knows of anywhere where I can get some nicely priced dies from for the machines that I use, can you please pop it in the comment down below? I've had a nose through the normal channels that I would normally go for, but there's bound to be some shop somewhere that specialises in them. If you know of that shop, can you please pop the details in the description box down below, and fingers crossed I'll be able to find the die that I'm looking for. Right, now I know I've been mucking you guys around lately with my different day and time uploads, so I thought it'd be best I actually tell you what I've set my mind to. So this coming week, on Tuesday you will have your Stitcher week. On Tuesday evening we will have our live. That'll be at 7 o'clock in the evening, GMT that is. And then on Wednesday we will have our daytime live. That will be from 1:30. Then on a Friday we have our Throwback Friday, and then of course Sunday is the Whips, Bits and Chat. Now those are the guaranteed videos and lives this week. There of course maybe other ones are thrown in on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. We'll just have to wait and see what I can get my hands on to talk about. Well, my crazies, you stayed till the end, didn't you? Yay! Guess what? I've decided I'm going to run a promotion over on my Ravelry shop. It is called the New Year Blowout. You will get 10% off any patterns over on the store, and it is valid from now until 23:59 GMT on the 31st of January 2022. And all you've got to do to gain this promotion is use the code that is on screen. It's all capital letters, NYBO. Just add that in checkout before you press buy, and that way it will apply the discount for you. I hope you like it, and if you do purchase a pattern, stick it in the comment section down below so that I know it's definitely you that's bought it. Right, my brain's shutting down, my lemsip's wearing out, so I think it's time for me to head off and go and jump back under my duvet and grab my crochet hook and get on with my projects. I'm going to head off now. I will see you all really soon. If you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now, everybody.